Good morning, adventurers.
Good morning, I just hate you.
Good morning, adventurers.
Good morning.
From a beautiful day here in Ireland. It's actually a little overcast, but this is beautiful compared to what we've been experiencing.
Yeah, it's not raining. It's chilly, but not too chilly.
It actually feels really nice out here,
Yeah.
maybe because it was getting so hot in the house. But anyways, this is our final day in Ireland. We are about to drive up to Dublin, and then tomorrow we're going to be flying off to the good old US of A.
Yep.
But we have something very fun planned today. Our Airbnb host here actually reached out to us and said that she works at Macroom Buffalo Cheese. Now, Macroom is just the town that we're staying in, and it's actually right down the road. Now, what is buffalo cheese? It's exactly what it sounds like. It's cheese made from water buffalo.
Cheese made from water buffalo. I have eaten buffalo mozzarella all my life and always just assumed it was like the person's nickname or the town it came from or the farm it came from. I didn't really think about how it's from buffalo.
Ireland is not particularly known for buffalo, but
No, I think they're from Southeast Asia or South Asia or Africa or something originally.
But I guess they found kind of a hole in the market, and apparently it's become very, very popular over the last few years, and we're gonna go see. They invited us to come down and see how it's made, and I'm hoping we're gonna be able to meet some of the buffalo.
I cannot wait, I'm so excited.
Yeah, so it was just kind of a random thing that happened, but we're super excited to do it, so we're about to head out now.
How are you?
Hi, good to meet you.
Good, good.
Don't worry about it, I always walk around with a knife in my hand.
Very comforting, thank you.
We're getting all suited up.
Yeah, just maybe to remove. All right. Is it my new look?
You look like a cheesemaker.
Yeah. All right, now it's official. All right, thank you.
You go do it.
We are in the depths now. Whoa, there's already a bunch of cheese. All right.
Yeah, well, the curd is acidifying now. This is going to be ready to stretch in a couple of minutes. So what's happened initially, the milk comes through into the tank, the vats here, the plastic vats. The starter coaches will be added. Then that roughly takes about an hour for the set. Once the curd is cut, the curd sinks to the bottom. You have curds in whey. So the curd is this, and that's the whey.
Okay.
All right.
Today now we made a little bit of ricotta as well, so we make ricotta from the whey.
Oh, lovely.
So you want to just continue to stretch and stretch. If it's stretching and tears, it's not quite right.
Okay. So you're just telling us that until a few years ago, they used to do all the stretching by hand, but now that they do such bigger volumes, they have this handy machine that does it for them. Sounds much easier.
Cheese was stretched up here, now it's seeping down into here. Look how creamy it is. It looks really good. And then the cheese comes down right here into little balls. So now they've got this continuous process going. They're just putting the curds in there to get stretched, and then they go through this creamy layer where you saw earlier, and then they turn into the balls down here. So they got like a nice little loop going.
Yeah.
Very efficient.
Yeah, and they said once it's here, once they've been in the brine, then it's good to eat. So it's like a super quick process once it starts. That's amazing. Yeah. Look at that. It's like a dough ball or something. It's nice and warm.
That's awesome. That's how it's done, y'all. That's how you make buffalo cheese.
That's how you do it, boys and girls.
You feel like an expert now? You could probably do it, right?
I think we could start our own cheese making business. Invest in some water buffalo, easy peasy.
I can't tell if it looks appetizing or kind of gross. What do you think?
I mean, knowing that it's gonna become cheese, it makes it a little more appetizing. But yeah, right now it's pretty rough.
Now we're heading to scope out the farming part of the operation. Oh my goodness.
Look at
Look at these little guys.
touch them. Yeah, they're oh my god. They're looking for attention. They're really friendly. You're trying to get them. You just want a head scratch.
Apparently they can open some of these locks with their tongue, so they have special locks. A lot smarter than you might think they are.
Yeah, and their tongues are very forceful. Those little babies, they loop around your fingers.
There's so many of them, and they are so big when you get this close to them. But they're all pretty gentle. Hey, buddy. But still very scary.
There are 350 water buffalo here. A lot of them are indoors right now because it's winter time, and they say if they're out on the grass won't grow back, because once it's under a certain temperature, the grass stops growing. So they keep them indoors so that in the springtime, they'll have plenty of fresh food.
We've seen how the cheese is made. Now we're gonna taste it. They have all kinds of goodies here. So they have some blue cheese that they sent their milk off and had the cheese made from it. Then they have this, which is the ricotta that they make from a byproduct of the mozzarella process, right?
Yep.
And then of course they have a ball of the mozzarella here that we're gonna try.
Beautiful. It's so creamy. It's super nice and light. It's so like squishy in there. But it would go with you could do endless toppings with this, or like combinations. It's perfect. It's really subtle and nice.
Of course, we've got the fresh cream for the tea. Oh yeah, very nice.
Oh yes.
It's really thick too. Just not like it. Allison's gonna brave the blue cheese.
Oh, I like blue cheese. Eric thinks he doesn't, but I think he might.
It can be a little odd.
They said since it's new, it's pretty, it's not too strong or anything. It's pretty mild at this point, so I think it's gonna be extra delicious. It's a little funky, but not too much. It's really good and salty, really creamy and rich.
You guys, they've got halloumi.
One of our favorites.
Oh man, this is absolutely delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, there's so much flavor in that. Salty, delicious. The little burn parts on the outside are awesome. A little bit squeaky. So this is sirloin from the buffalo on this farm. Vegetarians and vegans, look away right now. But I'm going in.
Come to the dark side, maybe.
She made it medium, and it's perfectly seared on the outside, pink on the inside. It's gonna be good.
So
Nice and warm too. You can see it steaming a little bit. It's good meat, real good. It's very nice. It's flavorful. It's not too salty. You can kind of bite right through it. You guys, I'm absolutely falling in love with this mozzarella. It is so delicious and creamy. It's almost like a creamy yogurt or something like that. And it's just like slightly salty, but I gotta stop eating it because I've had way too much cheese today.
Quite a bit now.
Yeah, and we have a long drive ahead of us on a lot of windy roads, so, okay, last bite.
Bye.
Thank you, bye. Well, that was really cool, and I'm stuffed. I didn't know they were gonna feed us so much.
I know.
Wow. So this was kind of an unofficial tour, but they do an official tour that you can check out. We'll put the info for that in the description below.
Yes, and the tour comes with a tasting done by a chef. So that's pretty sweet, right?
Yeah, they have a little room over there for it. But yeah, that was really cool. And those buffalo were so adorable.
Oh, they were so sweet.
Yeah, and those little baby ones.
Yes,
Man.
please come here and do the tour and play with all of the buffalo. It was so much fun.
So we didn't end up filming an end to today's video, and that's because something really bad happened after we left the buffalo cheese place.
Yeah, we got into quite a bad car accident.
Yeah, we're perfectly fine though.
We're okay. The other people involved are okay,
Yeah, but it kind of ruined the day, and I know it's dramatic to film that stuff, but in the moment, filming is the last thing you want to do. So we didn't really film any of it, but basically we don't really want to relive the whole thing because it was a little jarring. Took us a little while to get over it because we were just going really fast when it happened, but we basically got sideswiped by another car, did a lot of damage to our rental vehicle.
Just the end, the very end of our week. It was our last day. We were trying to drive up to Dublin to leave, and it was the last thing you ever want to happen, but especially the very last day of your trip. We were, heading home for the holidays after that.
Yeah.
It's over. We're figuring it out. Insurance has been a nightmare, but hopefully it'll all be really done and over with soon.
So when you see this video, we are in Hawaii right now, and that's where we're going to be heading to in our next video.
Yes.
So
things
basically
have gotten a lot better.
Yeah, there's going to be a big month-long gap because we took a month off during Christmas to see our family and do that whole thing and not have to film it. And
and
it was awesome.
We just stayed at home. We did some work. We stayed with family. We didn't go anywhere. We didn't really do anything. I don't think we had to pack up our bags once for a month. So
it was a much-needed break, but we were very excited to get back out there.
Yeah, by the end of it, I'm sure you guys know by now, we love going home, but it makes us very ready to get back out on the road, especially because the cold weather came. We escaped to the heat. We went to the warmest place we could think of.
It is so nice here.
Yeah.
We're going to have some warm weather coming up for sure. It's going to be great.
We'll be doing some fun traveling with some friends coming up soon.
Yeah, so stay tuned for the next video. Some of you probably already know because we've been in their live stream. But if you don't know, stay tuned for our next video to see who we end up meeting up with.
Yeah, but it's going to be such a fun year. I hope you guys had an amazing end to 2018 and are having a wonderful start to 2019.
Yes.
It has been a lot of fun. We have so many fun plans for this year. We're still working on tying everything together, but
lots of new countries. That's what we're so excited
about. But we'll
be
making announcements as they come through. But for sure, Hawaii.
Oh yeah, and I also want to mention one last thing. We are now doing live streams for our Patreon members and for people who are channel members here on YouTube. The way that this works is there's a little button, I think it says join below the video. If you click that and you donate monthly at I think they only have one tier on there, but it's a new thing that YouTube does. But if you do that, then you can join the live streams because we want to make it a very special thing for the people who are supporters of the channel to give them something very special. So it's a very small group of people.
Right.
So we answer every single question. We have a nice intimate conversation with people when we do these live streams. It's a lot of fun.
A lot of fun. We're a little awkward, but hopefully not too bad.
Yeah, but also on Patreon you can get other tiers. So it's up to you if you want to do the channel membership down below, or there's a link in the description to Patreon as well, where you can look at the different perks we have there. So either way, you'll be invited to this live stream. We're going to have another one coming up on Saturday. So if you become a member between now and then, you will get a little invite to it. Yeah,
I can't wait. So it's a fun way. If you want to support us, you can, and it's a way for us to give back to you and answer, your questions. You get to see us live instead of pre-recorded.
Yeah, and if you aren't able to support us, that is absolutely no big deal. We still try to engage as much as we can with you guys in the comment section below, but sometimes while we're traveling, we get a little bit behind. So we do try to reply to as many comments as we can, but we go through little spurts where we can do a bunch, and then sometimes we can't really do any, but we try. But that does it for the end of this video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Sorry we had to cut it short, but we are super excited for our upcoming travels in 2019. We hope that you are as well.
All right. Goodbye, adventurers.
We'll see you on the road.